I'm telling you right now, if you want to make it to the next decade, if you want to make it and listen, if you're in this business, you should be looking at the first, everybody says it's 100,000. I started this year by saying this is the year of the sphere. The sphere doesn't pay you unless you work it, right? You better be following up, right? So it's funny, in my notes, I always write, F you, this person, right? So, and that's follow up, just if you ever see my notes. But you better be following up, because let me just tell you something. I will be that person that you may think you have a sphere right now, but that customer will go to one of my sites and they'll become my customer. You should be looking at the first, everybody says it's 100,000, really it's $250,000. That's the first hurdle you got to get past, right? That 250,000, which is what, 2 listings a month? 2 listings a month, you've got over $250,000, right? So when it breaks it down, for the systems, all of you guys must have a CRM that you're adding to every single day. I don't care what CRM, they're all the same to the most, there's a little bit better stuff like that, but use the one you can afford right now and add people to that database so when it breaks it down, for the systems, all of you guys must have a CRM that you're adding to every single day. I don't care what CRM, they're all the same to the most, there's a little bit better stuff like that, but use the one you can afford right now and add people to that database every single day by credit card or by human nature, right? Where you're meeting people and you're putting their birthdays and you're putting their why and their whens inside that database, and you follow up with that that's all you've got. And I would say, if you can get to your database to at least 1,000 people, especially 1,000 sellers, you've won the game. Your CRM is be honest with you, it is the most important part of your business. And if it's not, then you're not going to be a $250,000 player or a $500,000 player, a $1 million player, right? That CRM will make you money if you treat it like something that makes you money. You've got to build your database. You got to love on your database, right? I'm just telling you that not to be scary or funny, but I'm just telling you, the person with the biggest audience wins. Here's something I don't see a lot of realtors doing this. I see a lot of mortgage brokers doing this, but every single person in your sphere got a raise this morning. Did you guys know that? Everybody got a raise. If people are talking about they're getting 2% raises, no. All of them got a raise. Rates went down to 5.6%. Everybody's getting a raise. That means they get more buying power. They've got an opportunity to be able to get something they couldn't get 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago or last year. Those people who have been suffering in your database, every single person, they're either buyer or seller. When people tell me they don't have leads, it drives me crazy. Everybody in this room is either a buyer or seller. If you don't own a home, you're a buyer, period. I just want to talk to you, right? And I'm going to talk about what is that vision for the next step. Because everyone, just 6 weeks ago, just 45 days ago, we're dreaming the same way I was. They were counting down on the clock, watching the apple go down, watching this guy who doesn't ever get any wrinkles count down. And everyone, when they got to 1, said the same thing. You said the same thing that your consumer said. I want more. Whatever more means to you, but they wanted more love, more financial freedom, more everything, right? And in a conversation, if you can find out that more, you actually have a client.